Hello guys, this is Amel and I'm very excited today because I'm going to show you how to make functions or procedures in MIPS, and this is a very important topic. First of all, don't forget, go to smartphone.com and let's start by making a new file, new, and then save it to your desktop, maybe if you want to your desktop, and then the name that I'm going to give it is procedure.asm and save. And now I have a new file. So type that data for the data section, that text for the instruction section. So what is a function or what is a procedure? Okay, a function or a procedure is just like a mini program inside your program, because programs are composed of many components, and those components are like modules, so you can think of them as modules. So those functions, they are reusable, so you can just reuse them whenever you want. And how do you reuse them? Well, when you reuse them, when you use them, you can use them as many times as you want, and that's called calling a function. If you call a function, you are using a function, but you have to make a function before you can call it. So right now I'm gonna show you how to make a function. And in Java they call it methods, in C++ they call it functions, but in MIPS people call it procedures. So I'm gonna say procedure from now on. So first of all, I wanna make a message in random access memory, and this is a label right here. This is the name of the message, but actually technically this is a label. So now that that's the name, so now I need the data type. So the data type is just text or a string, and then in quotation marks I can write my message. So it's gonna be hi everybody, and then I want a new line, so I'm gonna do \n, and finally I'm gonna do this right here. My name is Amel, with uppercase right there. So right here, another new line. You can see that I have a message in random access memory. So now I want to write the code, but before that I want to teach you about labels. So a label is just a name with a colon. And all the time, whenever you're making a function, whenever you're making a program, you should make sure that you have a main label, because this is good practice. Main is like the main function, the main procedure, or the main module in your program, the main component. So I want to make a function, and this is the main function right here. It's a special function, but I also want to make another function, and this is going to be called display message. So this is the name of the function, this is the name of the procedure, display message, and this is how I make a function. I just write the code, the label, colon, and the code. So I just want to display the message, and as I showed you before, in order to do that, you do load immediate $v0, 4 to display a text on the screen. Then you do load address $e0, message, and finally you do syscall. So this is going to display the text on the screen, all this right here. But I also want to do this line all the time. Whenever I'm making a function, I want to say jump register $RA. And what this is going to do right here is that this is going to go back to the function or the place or the procedure that called it. So this is going to go back once this is done. So it's not going to stay inside the procedure. So before I use the function, you have to make sure that you have this line of code right here. Load immediate $v0, 10 syscall. So this is going to do the following. This is going to tell the system that the program is done. So if you don't do this line right here in main, if you don't do it right here, you're gonna have your computer is gonna be doing the same stuff over and over again, and it's not gonna stop. I mean, it's gonna give you an error when it stops because it's gonna be doing infinite recursion. It's gonna be like calling itself all the time calling itself. So this line is mandatory if you want this to work. So from now on, get in the habit of typing this line of code, these two instructions right here, to tell the system that the program is done. So I have my function right here, my procedure, display message. This is gonna display the message, and then it's gonna go back to the caller. So this is the callee procedure, and main is gonna be the caller. And the caller, which is main or main, always needs a place to end the program. And this is how you tell main this is the end of the program. So now, how do you use the function, or how do you use the procedure? Well, you have to do it this way: JAL, or jump and link, and then the target. The target is gonna be the name, display message. So what this is gonna do right here is that it's gonna jump to this place right here, to this function, and it's going to execute all the code, and finally it's gonna return right here. It's gonna return to main. So now we're just gonna test it. So save it, run, assemble, clear, execute. Voila! Our function is working. So hi everybody, my name is Amel. So it's working, but now let me show you. If we didn't call the function, if we didn't call the procedure, and we save, run, assemble, and then we execute, you see nothing happened, because if you don't call the function, this code will never execute. This code right here will never execute, so you have to call it if you want to use it. So let me show you something else. So remember, jump and link, and the name of the function, and assemble, execute, and you have the message right there. So we go to edit, and right here, let me show you. Once the function is done, you can do more stuff. You can do, for instance, more code, and it's going to execute as well. Add immediate $s0, comma $0, comma 5. So I'm just putting the value 5 right here in S0, and then I can do the following, right? Load immediate $v0, comma 1, and then add $a0, $0, comma $s0, and then I can do Cisco, and this is gonna print number 5 to the screen. And if we save and then run, assemble, and finally we execute, you can see the message was printed, and after the message was printed, number 5 is printed. So this is the code. It's not very complicated. It's kind of simple. So yeah, whenever you call a function, whenever you're using a function, you use jump and link, and this is gonna go to the function, and it's gonna store the address. The address is gonna be stored in $RA, in the register $RA, and this is the register that I'm talking about. This is return address. So this is gonna be stored in $RA. So whenever you're done using the function, this is gonna go back to the address stored in RA. So this is the introduction for you for functions and procedures. Very interesting topic. They are very useful, very important in computer programming. Not only in MIPS, but in MIPS they're very important because they allow you to hide details of implementation. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope to see you next time. And well, thank you for watching.